one's a bit technical, so maybe it'll get lost a little, but that drill that you did towards the end of your practice where there was kind of 6 markers on the ice, on the hash walls, goal line, point, it seems you're always emphasizing balance. How does that drill simulate balance?
Well, because it starts with a 4-on-4. Whenever there's a change of possession, that team has an extra player coming in. So now that 5th player has to help us get balance right away. And as soon as that team loses possession, that player's out, and the other team gets a player. And so there's a lot of chaos. And it's to trying to, you know, you're trying to, you know, make it muddy, like for them to really find that balance. And it's quick, right? Sometimes it's just the guy will be in there for 2-3 seconds. Okay, it didn't work out. Now somebody else has to come in, and now it's the other team that has to find their balance. So we used to do that drill just 4v4, and I felt it was hard to attack on the inside. So it's just kind of a lot of our drills kind of evolve because I feel like we're not getting enough what we want, you know. So we, you know, we try to make it better all the time. And today was the first time that we added a 5th guy to help us find that balance and be more, you know, have an opportunity to attack more and just solve really the issue in a very chaotic environment, which I feel like will benefit from it.
I wanted to ask you about the schedule. Like, I don't know if it's the same for everybody in this room. For me, it's like you get the 20, it comes so fast that we got the 20, then you get the 30, and you're like, I can't believe there's 50 left. What's it like from your perspective going through full NHL season as coach of the team? Like, how does it play out in terms of the speed and cadence of it?
I feel it's kind of like the life cycle. I feel like, you know, when you hit a certain age, it's just life goes like that, you know. All of a sudden you're 60, right? And you're like, you know, when you're young, the season's like that too. It's like when you're young, it just seems like you have so much in front of you, and all of a sudden it's just like gone, you know. So I'm amazed that we only have 12 games left. Like the last, like since the break, how fast it's gone. It's, you know, it's amazing. But you know, and I think as a coach, you really have to stay on top of things and be on your toes because it's, you know, things happen so fast, and you don't get do-overs.
Stu, Marc-Antoine, et Jean-François.
Marty, as Martin said, you know, it looks like you might get Doc and Gallagher and Evans back. 12 games left in the season. Do you have sort of a team goal in mind for these last 12 games? What you'd like to see?
Just keep improving. Just keep staying on top of our, you know, the tough stuff that we're talking about. You know, don't, you know, it's funny, the finish line, you know, in any, when you race, especially long races, right, marathon, right, and you get to the finish line, I'm always amazed to see the guys that actually sprint through the finish line versus the guy that just kind of like, oh, I can see the finish line, and they let up. They still finish. So for us, you know, my goal is to sprint through the finish line.
For you personally, your first full season as a head coach with the full training camp, I mean, what maybe is a main lesson or something you've learned as the season's gone along that maybe you didn't get a chance to learn coming in the way you did last year?
Just how fast the season goes. You know, to me, that's the biggest thing, and you know, so many things that, you know, you can't control, and you got to stay focused on the task.